Hey everyone, it's Finchinator here. We're going to be recording the Smogon tournament finals between Soulwind and Blunder. Look like two pretty standard sand teams. I've actually used the same exact six as Soulwind here. Not saying that my team, not at all, but it's just a good six, tried and true. Blunder's got a pretty similar team, except he's got a Mew, which actually is pretty decent in this matchup, I suppose. I mean, it shuts down Ferrothorn and Lander's T. If it doesn't get Thunder paralyzed by Jirachi, it does the same there, more or less, especially if it's a fast Mew, which is a good set. It can also shut down Tar, but if it's like Lumberry, then that's an outlier. However, Rotom W can take advantage of it by kind of taking a little chip from Burn, maybe Ice Beam, getting out, and Latios can just nuke it. However, it is worth noting that Latios can also get trapped by the Tyranitar, so it's by no means a free turn. Definitely some punishing that could be done. Looking at the matchup, I think a lot hinges on the Jirachi set for Soulwind. For example, if it's a sub Thunder Icy Wind Iron Head set, I think it actually does quite well, especially if you get the burn on opposing Rotom W of Blunders with your own Rotom W or even just paralysis. You just chip it down. Sand's going to negate leftovers, etc. Volt Switch usually doesn't take out the substitute if it's Woolly Beats. You're also going to be have to hitting Hydro Pumps through paralysis in that scenario. However, Blunder definitely has some conditions. For example, if he plays his Skarmory well, gets up spikes early while preserving it for Lander's T, perhaps taking a trick or something from Latios and maybe a couple Dracos, that could be good. Looking at the teams, it's probably going to be Scarf, Landorus, Therian for both sides. Stealth Rock, Tyranitar, Specs, Latios, Spikes on the Steel types that aren't named Jirachi. Jirachi can be mixed, could be sub, could be like toxic, could be anything. Looks like we're going to see this exchange of Will-O-Wisps here, turn one. Blunder revealing that he's a bit quicker, which is unfortunate for him, seeing as you want to be a bit slower. So he's just going to Hydro Pump and so one's going to Volt Switch. Yep, doing about the same amount of damage, both at 67% here. Blunder is going to get pivoted on. I think we're going to see Latios or Ferrothorn here. However, depending on the Jirachi set, if it's U-turn, that's also plausible, although I don't think that's particularly likely. I think we're probably just going to see Ferro or Latios. And the thing is, with Latios, it's kind of got to dance on the trouble here, so I think that Ferrothorn might be the better play. Or even pivoting right back to this, potentially, depending on what you go to. Scarflander's T is also a fine play, and just click U-turn, get the chip, kind of bait prediction. For example, if Blunder Hydro Pumps and you go to Latios, then it's at like 30 some odd percent. All right, we're going to see the Tyranitar here. Interesting. So Soulwind is willing to take rocks for potential Will-O-Wisp or Hydro Pump damage. Maybe revealing that he's Glum or just heavily specially defensive invested. Personally, I'm not a fan of this trade, just only because you want to keep this healthy for Latios. However, when you've got a Jirachi on board and a Ferrothorn, it's definitely justifiable, to say the least. We're going to see the Landorus, actually, and then we're going to see Pivot back. All right, that is a fine play by both, actually, because A, you cover like potentially like Lum or like faster choice band Tyranitar, and B, you don't really risk your Tyranitar's health, so that's good. We're gonna see now a U-turn into the Mew as the Rotom W comes out and Hydro Pumps doing 30. Wonder if we're gonna see a Volt Switch here or Volt Switch. Wow, Blunder with a fantastic play, and this Rotom W is nearly dead now, sitting at 8%. So if Stealth Rock come up, for example, I would probably see U-turn here. Yep, Ferrothorn. All right, so nice keeping up the momentum with Blunder. However, Soulwind's making some good pivots as well. I'd say the Blunder is the lead just because the Rotom W health on Soulwind's side. However, it's still so early. A taunt here, and we're going to see knockoff. Yep, good play there by the Soulwind side. Pretty predictable taunt. If I'm Blunder, I just Wisp here. However, double taunt is fine too. I'm not too fond of that Roost, but I understand it. That sucks. Free up. All right. So if you hit this turn, it's not that big of a setback. Rotom W is like just going to fodder itself, though. Okay. So I still think Blunder's position is plenty fine. I mean, it got a bit worse with the rocks getting up for free, but that's okay. Now, the Jirachi said this is going to be and it's sub and Wisp. Okay. So yeah, this is where it becomes trouble for the Blunder side with the burnt Rotom W, unfortunately. Skarmory is probably going to come out of Thunder, honestly. Iron Head. All right. Maybe Rocky Helmet damage too. Yeah, we're going to see that. So that's something. But we're going to have to not get paralyzed here and fully and paralyzed and whirlwind. Okay. Now, the issue here is that you're now basically dead, assuming hidden power kills you. Yeah, all right. But now it's at least locked in, so you could probably go to Tyranitar here. Yup. This Jirachi set's just a game changer here, however. I wonder if he's going to try and threaten this. All right, so now it's going to come down to some flinches, I'd reckon, unless he goes Landorus. Risky Landorus there, and he gets it. Okay, perfect. well played by Blunder. However, he's still in a bit of a pickle here. He's got to get this turn right, and he goes to Mew. I would have just U-turned, but I guess picked Pharaoh. Okay, good play, good play. That burn on Tar would be big because it'd open up a hole for Latios. Now that I'm looking back at it, spikes on a taunt, nicely done by Blunder. They're clicking really quickly here, and now finally someone's taking 15 seconds, only to go back to Latios immediately. I wonder, the Tar is at 88, so it cannot take two surfs. However, we're going to see a double. We're going to see Wisp, 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 Roost. I think we'll probably just see the Landorus here. Yeah, if that's an Icy Wind, then no. Okay, substitute. I don't know if U-turn breaks. Depends on HP. I think we're going to see U-turn, though. I think they're going to see U-turn into potentially Rotom W. Crit breaks it regardless. Rotom W here. If this is a substitute turn, then this is going to be threatening. Yeah, I don't know if you're going to be able to break the substitute before dying. One flinch and one thunder hit, and you're done. The question is, if this flinches... Flinched. Okay, now just twisted thunder, and looking like a really great position for the Soulwind side, unfortunately, because this Jirachi is fucking dangerous. Yep. All right. So that's gonna put Soulwind in a 5-4 position here. Definitely commanding lead. Keeping the SmogonTour chat open, by the way, so you get like good commentary, because I noticed that not many people do that, and a lot of people like to see it. So I might as well. The AR5 Henny's mode is in, and this is Hidden Power Ice as opposed to Icy Wind, which I'm not very fond of. The damage output isn't anything big. We're gonna see a nice play there by Blunder. Well, potentially depending on the Tyranitar set. Although I don't think this is going to gain him enough ground. If he pulls an Ice Beam here, then it would, though. No, Superpower. Well done by the Soulwind side, and that's going to do Jack Diddley. Now, I imagine we'll see U-turn into the Tar or Landorus. It stays in, Pursuit, 20%. Yeah, that's just not that enough chip. This game looks over, unfortunately, for the Soulwind side. We're going to see a crunch here from the Tyranitar on the Soulwind side, making it 5-3. Mew comes out. If that hits a Wisp here, it could at least force like a kill or something. I think he got a soft tier. Yeah, I mean, you could like bait the choke, but I don't think Solomon's gonna choke. I think he's just gonna stand and click crunch, hope for a drop. If not, then he'll gladly take his Jirachi coming in afterwards. Honestly, stuff like this is why I run max speed Mew in Black White, but you lose so much bulk. For example, like Scarf Hydro from Politoed does so much more. Rotom W Volt Switch, or I mean Landorus to U-turn. I mean, yeah, all these moves just do a bit more. So I totally understand why you wouldn't run the bulk, run the speed. But yeah, I mean, situation like this. Anyway, Blunder drops a good game after the drop. Although I'm probably quite a few turns behind. Oh wow, he went to Jirachi on the Roost. I don't like that play at all. I think that was a stupid play, unnecessarily risky. I think he wanted just the way it was, but that's that. We're gonna see taunt. Ironhead just flinches on through. Yup. Blunder forfeits at 5-3, essentially 5-2 because this is dead. You probably go Landorus, U-turn out, break the sub, go Latios. Hopefully try and not. Yeah, so for it would end at 5-2. 5-0, maybe 4-0. All right, we're gonna see the Oras game now. Oh shit, my bad. All right, so Blunder's using a team with Metagross, Garchomp, Magnezone, Latios, Clefable, and Keldeo. So this is his favorite Keldeo. And Soulwind's got a bulkier team with Tyranitar, Latios, presumably Mega Latios, Clefable, Skarmory, Gastrodon, and Heatran. Looking at the teams, I think that Blunder's matchup depends a lot on his Metagross's move. For example, if it's Thunder Punch plus Zen Headbutt, then I think it's going to do particularly well here. However, if it lacks both of those moves, then it's potentially got two hard walls in the Skarmory and the Gastrodon. However, if the Skarmory is Shed Shell, then it looks even better for Soulwind. However, if it's not, then it's likely a 6-5 game with a player of Spikes up on the Blunder side if that's not a Defog Latios. Although Defog Latios does get a free turn given the presence of Scarf, likely Scarf Tyranitar on the Soulwind side. Yeah, I'm looking at this. It's probably Scarf Tar, CM, Mega Latios, Stealth Rock on probably the Tran, but potentially the Fable. Just spikes Pharaoh, especially defensive, probably, maybe physically defensive or mixed defensive Gastrodon. I don't know what they run in Laura, it's not gonna lie. And from Blunder's side, it's probably, could that be Scarf Keld? It's definitely, Alright, so it's a favorable lead for the Blunder side. Um, hmm. I'm looking at the situation. I'm thinking that Blunder's probably just going to use Meteor Mash, but he could try and get fancy and make some predictions here. We'll see. Um, hmm. Well, Earthquake there was not a great play, I'd say. I mean, it's just kind of like he's not going to go Heatran. I guess that was for Gastro. All right, so your Soulwind's out to an early, just kind of prediction advantage. Yeah, okay. All three turns all over him. But the question is, what is this trend set? Oh, you see Garchomp. All right, so it's probably just going to be pretty evened out here. But I bet this is the Rocky Helmet Chomp. We're going to see no nicknames to scan from Blunder, by the way. Perhaps that's a way to change it up after some lesser fortune in game one. And I think this is Rocks. Yep. All right, so it's going to get up Rocks. It's going to be Rocks on both sides. Momentum, Soulwind, given the presence of Clefable. However, that could change in one turn. I think we're probably just going to see Clefable here as well from Blunder. But we'll wait and see. All right, so that's an interesting double. I'm not very fond of it because there's no way he's going to take that bait and go Scarm. And yeah, you just like lose some health on this. Now we're going to see Metagross. I guess that was just debated not being T-Wave, which is fine. But I mean, going to your own Clefable, you don't lose that much either. We're going to see the Gastron here. We're going to see another Earthquake. Zen Headbutt, big play, big play. All right, so there we go. So it is Zen Headbutt. So if that's the case, then I think that Blunder's matchup is great. Ooh, 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 ooh. Very nice play by Blunder there. And that's going to be a 6-5 advantage. However, it is worth noting that because he took the Moonblast with the Metagross, if he takes another, then it's in potential Scarf Punch and or Pursuit on Switch Out range. So I still think Blunder's in a clearly advantageous position, given that Scarm's not dead, this Metagross gets a kill, but it might only get 2 kills or maybe 1 more kill. For example, given the presence of the Tyranitar. And that's, oh, wow, okay, Chase B Grass. So now this game is looking really good. The chat's going nuts. I'm dropping an LOL too, fuck it. All right, so yeah, it's 6-4. Blunder's in an absolutely commanding position at this point in time. Heatran here. I feel like Card Chomp's just going to be the natural pivot. Worst case, you take a burn or Toxic. Yeah, that's fine. And now, I think Blunder is going to probably make a double, but maybe he'll finally stop. Okay, yeah, he made the double. Yeah, that wasn't the double I'd have made, but that was a safer double. And now Magnezone is the thing that you want to let take Moonblast. Yes, not Metagross, given the health. All right, and that's fine. Now, the issue is, can Blunder get away against this Latias or not? I'm leaning towards yes at the moment, if only because there's a Latios. It's actually going to be kind of hard, especially if it's Mash on Metagross, then it's going to be doable. But I don't know if it's Mash, given the other moves revealed. I mean, it's likely Mash. Let's wait and see. Because I don't think he needs Bullet Punch in this team, because he's got Keldeo plus Clefable for the Weavile. And he's going to go to Metagross here, and let's see what this set is. It's going to Calm Mind up. All right. It could be Pursuit. Oh, Reflect type, son of a. And he won the tie, too. Ooh, that tie sucked. This is going to be hard. Dragon Tail 11. So that's going to put him at 70-something% when he comes in. 75% when he comes in. Okay. So therefore, if he loses the tie against Metagross next time, he could get 2-hit KO'd. Ooh, big turn, big turn. All right. So we're going to basically see the Clefable traded. Unless he wants to go Latias here. But if the Latias eats the burn, then that's huge for the Blunder side. Honestly, I think you might just want to stay in and fish against the Latias here. You don't really need this alive for much, considering you've got Garchomp, Metagross, and likely Surf Latias to be able to take out the Tran. But and Scarf Volt switch into any of those that could take a hit. Yeah, but I think I just called here from Blunder. From Soulwind, then I think I fodder. But you could also justify going to Latias or even Tyranitar, I suppose. This is a hard turn, but Soulwind, though. I mean, I think you don't really need this. I think you just got to kind of go all in on Latias and hope you win the speed tie again. Um, actually, hmm, sorry, that was my alarm. I get the classic cast in 45 minutes. But hmm, yeah, I think you just fodder this, but you could also justify foddering. Heatran maybe? I think you keep Heatran given the relative health and the fact that it can pretty much live anything besides an earthquake. It eats Magnezone, it eats Clefable, it eats Latios to an extent. Yeah. Someone's really taking his time here. I think I favor Blunder, but a lot comes down to the speed tie. The thing is that he probably has another out or two, especially if he gets a burn, especially coming on the fourth move on Metagross and the full Latios set. Like for example, he could all right, so yeah, there we go. So Solon's gonna do that, and now he's probably gonna go out to Latios. I can't see him going out to Tar here. I don't know. It does go to Tar. Okay, interesting. Now I'm not sure about this because yeah, like you don't kill with Pursuit, so you gotta crunch, and then you just do a bunch to yourself. And now the Clefable can either set up or T-Wave or something. I don't know what the set is. Come on, yeah, alright. So now this could be a wrap, depending on the Tran variant. Is it T-Wave? Ice Beam. That's less fun, unless it's Ice Beam T-Wave, in which case he's a complete and utter madman. Thunderbolt. Oh, it's Bolt Beam. This is some just sung shit right there, and I'm getting a PM, and I can't respond to that PM. Plume. Is he gonna switch out when he's about to kill the Tran and go to Keldeo so he could get out Metagross? That's a big question. Um, does he stay in and try to kill it here? Yeah, okay, that's odd. Oh, and he goes Lottie. Good play, good play. All right, I figured that covers. That's a great play. Yeah, no. Um, so now this is big. The Tar can trap this. Does it kill? It kills. All right, so that's. I don't know if it's a roll or not, but Blunder's gonna emerge victorious in this game. Someone drops a good game. That was really well executed. He kind of baited the right sequence there. All right, so yeah. What's this PM say? Can you voice this all, please? All right. Yeah. All right, one more win for Blunder. Pretty hyped. ABR, you really always know. I guess he kind of predicted. I mean, Soulwind's team choice was quite predictable. I'm getting all these PMs now. Yeah. All right, so sorry about that. Anyway, we're just gonna wait for game 3 now. All right, game 3 is up. Oh, sorry, my keyboard thinking. All right, so it looks like Blunder is bringing an Alakazam team. Looks similar to some stuff ABI would make. Perhaps he has his hand behind this. It wouldn't surprise me whatsoever. And someone with the classic Kartana plus Tapu Bulu for Grassy Transport. Got a Mega Latios as well. Looking at stats, it's probably going to be like bulky SD, Bulu, could be AV maybe, probably not with Tax Specs. It's going to be some sort of Sword Dance Bulu probably. Scarf Landers T, Mega Latios with Ice Beam. Could be HP5, but I think Ice Beam's far more likely. No, I could see going either way, but if I think list score is fairly likely, so I think Ice Beam Supply. Probably a physically defensive but mixed and Celesteela, especially defensive, Toxpex maybe mixed, and probably some sort of banded or scarf, banded or Swords Dance Kartana. It's probably not Scarf. I think it's Scarf Lando. Actually, no, Lando has to be the Rocker. Oh, so it's Scarf Kartana and Stealth Rock Lando. Then I take both of those sets back. It's clearly Mega Alakazam for Blunder, Stealth Rock Heatran. Probably could be Z or Rocky Helmet. No, it's Z. It's Z on Torn because you've got Celesteela plus Tangrowth in the back, and it's just probably also a special defensive Tox pack. So yeah, That just shows how fucking annoying Toxpex is, because you gotta switch your Alakazam out of it turn 1, so yeah. But anyway, Heatran's still in an advantageous position, because Skull doesn't do more than like a third, even net. Um, yeah, alright, so I think we're just probably gonna see Stealth Rock here from the Blunder side, just because A, it's pretty up, B, you aren't taking that much, but it's a question as to if Soulwind is gonna try and get his Latios in Mega Evolve, or is he gonna try and skip this with Scald, or if it runs knockoff. But they don't really run knockoff very often. Hmm. Um. All right, so Latios is going to come in on the Stealth Rock. Yeah, good play by both. I think we're just going to see an Earthquake here over Celesteela coming in. Psychic. All right, that's a nice middle ground there from Soulwind, because there's no way he stays in. But this isn't going to do a ton. I think we'll probably just see Leech here. Yep, safe Leech. I'm not big on the Landers play there, although it is Stealth Rock of its own. So yeah, you're going to get him up, but you're going to be well below half now. 19 likely reveals this is some weird bulky Z-Lando, but I can't be sure. Yeah, so it's gonna be ooh, nice play by both there. Well, the thing is that this kind of wall is non-Draco, and no one runs Draco on it. So I wonder if we're gonna see the Mega Evolution here. We're gonna see a Shadow Ball probably. Hidden Power Ice. Oh, HP Ice. Okay. I was gonna say if that's Hidden Power Fire, it's a ballsy play. I'd just go for Shadow Ball, but he might not have it given he's got HP Ice for like Gliscor. Yeah, no, that makes a lot of sense given his team because Celesteal is your main Gliscor answer. All right, so now we're gonna see the it's like Tangoth in a pretty commanding position because it forces a knock, so it just forces Celesteal out. Especially if he goes Toxpex or Latios. He goes Toxpex, takes the knock. Um, okay. So now he'll probably just fire off a Scald or Toxic Spike, depending on who he predicts. Toxpex or Scald's a better play. Does he get the burn? No. So now they're probably going to both go for the burn. Yep. Burn 1 and burn 2. Classic SM over here. Yeah. Toxic. Recover. I mean, yeah, there's just not much going on here, unfortunately. Pardon my dog in the background. That's kind of annoying, but it is what it is. Anyway, I'm just going to see kind of your little handshake here between Scalds. I'm going to skip the turn. Okay. So yeah, we're turn 16, 5-5. Both have rocks up. I'd say Blunder's matchup is slightly better, but it depends a lot on how he preserves his Celesteela, as that's pretty vital against not only the Latios, but also the Kartana and the Bulu and the Landorus. So it's a really important defensive pivot for the Blunder side, and it's taking rocks every time now. And if it gets knocked off, then it's going to be really hard for him to win the game. But if he could preserve it well, then he's going to be in a great spot, I'd say. This is a weird stalemate where neither of them really want to withdraw. However, it's worth noting that the Black Sludge on the Soulwind Toxpex is knocked off, so perhaps he's going to want to withdraw from this 1v1 a bit first. He just needs to find a recover opening to get his own Latios in, which is worth wasting some PP on both sides for, just to try and get a status on, because if you burn the Latios, then it can't kill the Heatran, and it also has to recover more often, which is fantastic, because it puts less pressure on the Celesteela and the Mega Alakazam, although Alakazam is likely a secondary check to it. Scald here, I think that probably this turn, on turn 18, we're going to see a switch, but it could be on turn 19 as well. If he doesn't, yeah, all right. So, okay. So we saw a switch from the other side. Interestingly enough, no burn. Burn sucks for Blunder, but it does have Regenerator now, so that's a bit better. We're gonna see a prediction. Just to recover, which is a fun play. Although actually, I disagree with that. I'd rather get the chip on this and then regen out, but it is what it is. Interesting play there. I don't know what this is favorable for. It depends a lot on sets. For example, this is Mega Horn, and this is not a poison move, so I could favor it, but otherwise it's likely going to favor the Tangrowth. We're going to see Sludge Bomb there, so yeah, potentially, you know what, this is actually good for Blunder, because now you just fish for the poison. And is he going to get it? No, but the Toxpex comes in on it. Yeah, so you just forced out Latios with your Tangrowth, which is really nice for the Blunder side, and then probably could just fire off attack here, or just go to this again. That's fine too. Because you trace your generator each time. Now you see that could be bad for Blunder, but it's not that bad considering that you just regen out and you're full anyway. Don't mind rocks. Now you go Tangrowth here, superpower, 39. So that's a choice banded Tapu Bulu. All right, that's interesting because that's big, I'd say, but it's not the best that you could have there. The Torrent into Celesteela. Interestingly enough, no U-turn there. Wonder what he's trying to get around. Back to Tangrowth. on a leech. Now I think he'll probably just switch out Tangrowth into Toxapex, honestly. But now he actually tries to go for the knock, which is fair. Ooh, my dad's mad at my dog. Yikes. Anyway, what do we see here? A double knock. Okay. Pex into Bulu. Okay. And the Tangrowth. Mega Horn. It ate the Mega Horn, but that did a lot of damage. It's a good play by Soulwind right there. Kartana here. Heatran here. Alright, so that's favorable depending on the stats, but probably for Blunder. Latios here. Lava Plume. Crit. No burn. Latios at 13. Roost. Ooh, we're going to see some kind of Z move here. Corkscrew. Yeah, Corkscrew, and that's going to be dead Latios. And that's perfect. Well timed for Blunder there, because that puts him in a 6-5 position. It gets rid of a big threat to the whole team. Stealer now can be preserved a lot better. Rixie Pex into Bulu here. Very odd play. The Tran is now in a fantastic position. If it's especially attack invested, which I'd imagine it is with the Z, it's probably just normal set with just Plume over Magma Storm, or potentially both, knowing ABR is. Nope, it doesn't have both, that's for sure. Honestly, I think Flash Cannon is more than Plume. But I don't know if either kills. I think you. You see, this is an awkward turn. I think you could go Torn safely here, though. What's he gonna do though? Blue's gonna switch. Tran's just gonna Plume. Okay. Now this Pex does wall the Tran. There's no taunt, I don't think. Yeah, but that does 41. Never mind. Jesus. Okay, Blunder's gonna walk away with this. I think that we see in the next SmogonTour champion here, looking like it. Is he gonna Plume on Orlando? Is he gonna Plume on Orlando? Nah. All right, that's fine. That was a bit extra. I was asking for too much. Here's see Celeste here on the pivot. Yep. Toxapex come in. Yeah, all right. I think we're a couple turns behind, so let's get ahead with it. We're going to see this in the regen, followed by Bulu. Bulu's weak, so you force it out. 22 to the Celesteela. Probably going to see this on the Leech, but nope, it's a double. Nice play by Soulwind there. Question is he going to click Mega Horn? I don't think so. Personally, if I'm Blunder, I'd understand wanting to switch out regardless. Horn is very expandable here. We're going to see it on his superpower, doing 42%. Rocky Helmet Chip is going to put it into range for pretty much everything. However, we're going to see the Toxapex here on a Heat Wave. Interesting set there from the Blunder side. Pretty cool to hear, actually, because it doesn't mean you have to hit Hurricane. But speaking of that, he misses the Hurricane on the Pex from the after I say that. Scald, no burn, 15%. We're going to see Alakazam come in and pretty much claim a kill soon thereafter. Given the Celesteela, health is now down to 47% after rocks. We're going to see Psychic down to 29%. Is he going to go for the Focus Blast? No, no bother. Safe, smart play. Blunder looking great. I think Zam is going to eventually win the game here on a Protect. Tangrowth comes back in, gets Regen Health. Blunder is outplaying Soulwind at this point, and Soulwind matchup also is just simply not that great against the Heatran, given that he got it in with Grass Train against the Latios. Soulwind was never going to scout for that Corkscrew, so it was a really good play there. Soulwind did disconnect, however, which is unfortunate, but I mean, Blunder is going to win this game. Someone just cursed in finals. So yeah, looking great for Blunder here. Yeah, timer's back on. Soulwind's reconnected. All right, so I don't think someone really is the way out of this. Landorus T is definitely not the play, though, in my opinion. Yeah, on a Giga even. Didn't even knock. All right, so that's going to make it 6-4. Now, Megalon's... I think I just threw out the Torn here, but you could justify going to Tran. No, you can't justify going to Tran. Never mind. No. You go to Torn, or you stay in. And you go to Torn. Yeah, that's just fodder. You get the Rocky Helmet chip as well. And now this dies to Alakazam, which to it kills the Celesteela on the switch in. So therefore, oh, well, I mean, Heatran wins too, pretty much. But you got to fish a bit more. Kind of got to work for it against this pack, especially with the train up. I would have just went Zam there, but that's honestly fine. So this is doing 44%, which is ridiculous, showing how strong an offensive Heatran can truly be. And apparently getting the lefties is great. It's going to be even better after the Grass Train. 47. If he gets a drop, then it pretty much is game over. But now it's just stalling. Yeah, and Ray drops in the chat where the drops. Scarf Cart can't do anything. It's correct. Scarf Cart has no way of sweeping. The only way it sweeps is if it's like 10-minute Z fight, which isn't going to be the set on Soulwind's team. We're going to see the Celesteela here on Earth Power, interestingly enough. Protect, probably on Lava Plume, yep. Now we're probably going to see Pex on a Plume, but maybe he goes for Earth Power if he's stunting. Nope, just Plume, fine play. No need to be unnecessary, of course. Back to Celesteela. This is not a favorable scenario per se, because one misstep and he's bad. He's pretty much done, but I mean, at the same time, Soulwind's just put in a complete and utter corner here. So I guess he's trying to PP stall around, get the Pex at least near full, so he can take 2 Earth Powers. Plume here. Earth Power here, doing 43. Recover. Henny's is in. Okay, JR5 Henny's mode is in the Alakazam. And now Psychic gets a kill. Yeah. And Celesteela is going to go down to 2 Psychics. Unless Double Protect. Nope, fails. HP Ice did the trick instead. Now Regen out, probably into the Celesteela. Potentially Tangrowth. Tangrowth is also fine. Yeah, Tangrowth is better today because he knocked. Salt Vest chip, we knew that. 24%. Looks like Soulwind drops the good games. Congrats. And looks like that is Blunder Tour. And yep, that's 2-1 for Blunder there. Congratulations, my man. Really well deserved. And Blunder is going to walk away with SmogonTour 25 under his belt, and potentially more to come in the future. Soulwind, absolutely fantastic performance up to this point. Dude dominated Black-White, and pretty much played some solid new gens versus some really good new gen players, and just came up short here against Blunder finally after a great run. Both solid players. I'm sure they'll be back. Anyway, this is Finch. Peace.